two awesome things about what you see here. Number one, those glitchy dummies on the right. I love it when the game has glitches. As long as they're not game crashing glitches and it's just something like this. Second, look at what's in my hand. Okay? Look what I put on the pedestal. That is what is in my that is what was in my hands. This is what I put on the pedestal. And look what I put in this drain. A pistol. Oh yeah. That is beautiful. That pistol was part of the tutorial in this game, but because the tutorial was integrated as part of the actual game and not just this separate thing that you have to internalize prior to functioning properly in the game, I was actually incorporated the very items in the tutorial as part of the game. I had to steal that gun, which was introduced as part of the tutorial. I had to steal the tutorial gun to further along the story of the game. That is not something that I have seen in other games. That is very unique and it's beautiful. And every other game should learn from that. Every other game designer should learn from that. Oh my god. I was stuck here forever. I had this guy moving.
Can you move that shelf? Got it.
Moving these shelves like a monkey for hours, because I thought I was supposed to get on top of the shelf and whack that camera down for some odd reason. I just and this kind of relates back to the whole looking at strategy guides things. See, looking at strategy guides. See, I did not know that this is what I'm supposed to do. I did not know this is what I'm supposed to do. I did not know that I'm supposed to have him move this.
Can you move it? Got it.
So that I can access these gratings, because I had not progressed in the storyline to the point where I could do it. See, I have to access these gratings because there is a gun. As you can see right there. There's a gun there. But that gun was not, I was not at the point in the storyline where that gun would be there. And so I didn't know that it was these gratings things, so I had this guy freaking monkey around these shelves for hours, and I was trying to get on top of them. I was basically trying to break the goddamn game, because I was trying to do something that the game wasn't designed to let me do. There was no design in this, so I was trying to do that. The game was designed to send me down a certain path, and I was trying to break from that without even knowing about it. And I would have spent many more hours doing that until my brain finally put two pieces together, and I solved the puzzle of where I was supposed to go next, which wasn't really a puzzle because there wasn't any clues. It was just simply figure it out, just make the connection somehow. And I was racking my brain for hours, and I broke down and I looked it up on the internet, and it was just like, I feel like a complete for doing that, but I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's hard to just analyze that objectively. It's just sometimes you just don't want to. You can't be fucked with, like. You just can't, you know. CBF on Tuesday nights. only on CBF. Whoa, look at this.
Giselle?
Unless you have the gun with you, I'm not letting you back in.
See, I already chosen this option before. Remember? I did it earlier. And then I made a little video about it because I want to talk about something else. Whoa! But see, when I did it then, the gun had not, as you noticed, the gun had not been dropped down there. It was still on level 3 or 4, whatever level that was, not on level 1. But the game had already progressed script-wise to this point. I basically said I need to go in there to get the gun before the gun was even in there, because I hadn't dropped it down the shaft. Now I have, and now I know that's what I need to do. But the game did not prepare for that. God, there's so many angles that you have to prepare for when designing and scripting a game that you just don't notice. Oh man, this is getting really daunting. The aspect of the prospect of making a game is just getting really daunting. Okay, I'm going to discuss how the progress I've made so far in this puzzle. Is actually a really difficult puzzle, but I'm enjoying it. I need to somehow get either these numbers 3, 6, 8, 7, 10 or 3, 2, 4, 7, 10 lit up green, and the rest no. The rest have to remain red. So either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm choosing the 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 8, 7, 10, and here are the key factors. So far I have been able to get 3, 6, 8, 7 lit up without the 10, or 3, 6, 8, 10 lit up without the 7. And so I'm trying to figure out how to manipulate the rest of the numbers to allow this to happen, and I figured out that a key role is I need to have 4, 2 and 1. I didn't tell you that when I light up 1, the surrounding ones that it's connected to also light up. I need to have these two lit up the entire time. Because if I can go like this, now look at, here's the key thing. Now, bam, I have these two lit up, and these ones are gone. So this is one strategy that I picked up so far is, if I can get these lit up, and then do this with the 10, and then like this one, I unlight all of these and get this lit up. Now the only thing I have to do is figure out how to get 8, 6, and 3 lit up, and I will come back when I figure that out. But now I figured out how to get 7 and 10 lit up while getting these unlit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these 3 lit up the entire time and just wait for that pivotal moment when I just need to click that to light up the 7. But I'll figure more out later and get back to you. I figured it out, but I don't think I can replicate it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, it should go. This should work. What? Okay, so back there when I did complete the puzzle correctly. There's just this power button on the top right. I didn't notice, so I pushed it, initiated the final dialogue, and then I completed the quest for that character, and then it sent me directly back to this guy at a spot where I'm stuck. So now I'm at my original dilemma, which is, do I try to figure this out, or do I just go to the internet? Oh, I need to get the password to this console, and I have a billion ideas of what it is, but none of it's letting me use those ideas, and so clearly I'm not doing it according to how this game's been designed. Well, these are the times when adventure games kind of get frustrating because it's like they designed the game a certain way. You just need to figure out what that is. You know, there's very little room for creativity in the gamer's point of view, which is cool because they want you to experience a story, but then it limits the fun factor, which is I've overheard some game designers say that it's like he'll never try to make another story-driven game again because he realized he was trying to jam a game into the story. No, he was trying to jam a story into the gameplay. And the more he tried to do that, the more he realized the story's not going to fit. It's just too difficult to get a story to fit in the gameplay. So in other words, you just have to first get the gameplay down solid and then write a story around the gameplay. Instead of getting a story down solid and then try to fit that story into a game mechanic. I don't know what to